What's going on, lovey-doveys? Are you guys ready to hear the deets on this cold case that went 25 years before it was solved and was solved from a 9-year-old's memory from a sleepover? Yeah, buckle up, Buttercups. Sorry, my chair is rubbing against the wall. Buckle up, Buttercups, because Auntie Kookoo's got another doozy for you. As usual, please don't forget to like, share, and if we're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Do it, push your booty into it. Storytime Auntie Kookoo, K-O-O, K-O-O. Let's do it. Let's talk about all the deets. So this story takes place in 1992 in West Liberty, Iowa. And our key players are, number one, we're going to tell you about Annette Cahill. She's 29 years old at the time, is coming out of a divorce, if I remember correctly. And, you know, like most people are coming out of a divorce and stuff, she starts drinking and partying, and she's like just a regular old barfly. Apparently in West Liberty, Iowa, never been, have no desire to go, no offense or anything, but it's apparently a very small town where like the little local bar and grill is like the heart of the town. Like that's the main thing. So it is family owned, and there is a very handsome young man named Corey Wienker, I believe it is. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. He's like in his early 20s. It's a family owned bar. He's working there. He has a steady girlfriend that he lives with, I believe, and her name is Jody, but he's a playa. I'm not a playa, I just crush a lot. Anyways, but so he's hooking up with girls left and right, you know. He's apparently gorgeous, got a promising future, and is a ladies' man, despite having a steady girlfriend. Well, like I said, Annette is a barfly, and, you know, she is not much older, but older than Corey, and hanging out there all the time and being that floozy lifestyle, whatever. I'm not judging, I'm just telling a story. Anyways, her and Corey start hooking up, and Annette is more than aware that he has side pieces, whatever. She don't care. She's like, oh, so you gotta go swing by Wendy's? Cool, just come over when you're done, type of stuff. Like, she's like, that's fine, just make sure you show up back here. So that's all good and dandy, right? And every night Annette's there. I think at one time she even begins working at the bar with him. And she's fine with these floozies coming in until one day, one of his girls, Miss Wendy Marshall, shows up, and Corey's like, oh, first drink's on the house. And she's like, I'm not drinking tonight or for a while. I'm preggers. Annette is like, oh, hell no. She's like, becomes very possessive and very upset about this and is clearly intoxicated, I guess I would say. Like I said, I'm not there, but causing a scene at the bar. And again, it's his family-owned bar. And Corey's like, yo, she's got to get out of here. He asked somebody at the bar, please take her home. Well, they try to take her home, but she does not go far. She actually is drunk as a skunk. I don't know whose car she's in, or if she's hiding behind a dumpster or a building or what, but she sits there and waits for Corey to get off work. Well, after closing time, Corey comes walking out with Wendy Marshall, the girl who is saying that she's now having a baby. Again, Corey has a steady girlfriend he lives with, Jody, but anyways, here comes Corey walking out with Wendy, and Annette is drunk as a skunk waiting, and she comes at him starting a fight and all this chaos. So Corey, trying to be the peacekeeper, you know, it's his family bar, it's a small town, the whole thing. He's like, listen, Annette, it's all going to be okay. Let me take you home, and then I'll drop Wendy off. Corey, you do not know how women work, sir, because in her head, she's already jealous. You're going to drop me off first and then take her home? Oh, hell no. You know what I mean? But anyways, so that's what he says he's going to do. Needless to say, he drops Annette off, he drops Wendy off, and goes home. Jody, his girlfriend, comes home later on and finds Corey in bed where he was supposed to be sleeping with his brains smashed in. He had been hit at least 12 times with an aluminum baseball bat, beat to death in his sleep. So, right? So, you know, he's dead. Jody calls 911. Please come and investigate. And they cannot find any suspects. They cannot find any evidence. They do find the murder weapon, the aluminum bat, a mile from his home. But they have nothing. And again, this is 1992, so they don't have as much technology and forensics as they do now. Needless to say, they investigate people. They even investigated Annette. They investigated Wendy. They investigated Jody. But nothing tied back to anyone. So this goes unsolved. It is, what, December, hold on, let me make sure I'm not making up dates. December 2017 when a chance encounter happens. And that's how this gets solved. So this young lady named Jessica Becker, is it? Oh, God, man, why can't I remember people's names? Yeah, I think it is Jessica Becker. Yep, Jessica Becker. So she's working, and this gentleman's walking by her work, and she's like, excuse me, sir, you know, can I help you? What are you doing? And he's like, oh, actually, here's my badge. I'm a police officer. And she's like, do you know anyone who works cold cases by chance? And he's like, hey, I happen to be head of cold cases. Here's my card. Call me. So little Jessica, well, she's not little anymore. She's like 34 at this time, goes ahead and calls a cop the next day and says, listen, this cold case, Corey Wienker, I know who did it. I heard the confession. And he's like, what? 25 years, later, like, I mean, what were you, 4? She's like, I was 9 years old. I was at a sleepover. And he's like, whose house were you sleeping over at? Her friend. Guess who her friend was? The niece of Annette. So I guess while they were having this sleepover, during this time back in 1992, Annette was living with her brother. Like I said, she's going through a divorce. She was like a hot mess, being a butterfly, drunk all day, every day, blah, blah, whatever, doing whatever she was doing. She's living with her brother. She's supposed to be babysitting her niece and her niece's friend, Jessica Becker, who was having a sleepover the night of the murder back in October 13th, 1992, whatever it was. So she's like, I was sleeping over at my friend's house, who happens to be Annette's niece, and it was super late at night. We woke up and we wanted to get a drink or a snack or whatever, and we snuck downstairs, and Miss Annette is pacing around in the living room. She has all these black candles lit and apologizing and confessing to murdering Corey. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to kill you, Corey. Why did you make me do this, Corey? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to murder you. I can't believe I did this, Corey. I murdered you. Why'd you make me do this? Oh, Corey. That type of thing going on. And these 9-year-olds are watching this, like down, peeking through the door down like the hallway. Yeah, that happened. Could you imagine? I'd be like, Mom, Dad, come pick me up. But anyways, so she holds on to this, for 25 years. And I'm sure as she gets older, she was 9 at the time, Jessica. As she gets older, I'm sure stuff has popped up. And she's like, remember that over and over again. Chance encounter, she divulges it. And 25 years later, the case is not so cold anymore. It's fire hot. So in, I want to say May 2018, they finally have enough evidence. And Jessica's willing to testify against Annette and everything, that they go and arrest Annette. She is now 55 years old, married, raised her own children, and is a grandmother. From all that I can see and hear, at the time when she was arrested, she'd gotten her life together. She got, her act together. She wasn't, a barfly, drunk, hot mess, sleeping around, being a cougar, doing whatever she was doing. She was a mother. She was a grandmother. She was doing well, had a steady job, but she was arrested for a murder 25 years earlier. Well, first trial, hung jury. Could you imagine that family of Corey, like 25 years, waiting to find out, finally finding out, and then it being a hung jury? Unbelievable. They have a second trial. Second trial, there was no confusion. They found her guilty, guilty, guilty. She, to this day, still denies it and says that she's innocent and it was not her, but prosecutor laid it out, and I totally get it. She was ticked. She was mad. She was already at the bar mad. She was mad that he knocked up someone else. She was mad he was dropping her off. She went back, beat him to a bloody smashed pulp with an aluminum bat, and then went on with her life for 25 years until a little 9-year-old remembered a sleepover when she heard her confess it. How crazy is that? So, she was found, like I said, in the second trial, she was found guilty, sentenced to up to 50 years in prison, which means her earliest release date would be 2042, I believe. Yeah, that would be her earliest release date, 2042. Anyway, so how's that for a doozy for you guys? I'm sorry, it's been a little while since I've had a lot of stuff going on in my life, as I'm sure you all do. But so I'm sorry about the delayed stories, but that's what I got for you guys. That's the story of murderous Annette Cahill. That's what she was back then. Like I said, she got married and stuff, who literally beat her little boy toy 12 times in his sleep with an aluminum bat for knocking up one of his other girlfriends. And then went on with her life for 25 years. And a 9-year-old who overheard her at a friend's sleepover is what broke that case open. That's a doozy, right? Anyways, you know, I'm glad that family got justice, and I hope she comes clean, you know, like, get that off your chest. Be open and honest. Get it together, Annette. Anyways, so that's it. That's all I got for you guys. Thank you as always. I appreciate you for checking in with Auntie Kookoo. I hope everyone is doing well, is safe, healthy, enjoying their weekend. Like I said, if we are on YouTube, please don't forget to click that subscribe button. Do it. Do it. Put your booty into it. Anywhere else that you're seeing this, don't forget to like, share, and keep on following. Thank you so much as always. I appreciate you. Do good things. Be kind to one another. Spread love, hugs. You know, just be nice. Be nice. Thank you as always. Peace, love, chicken wings. Deuces.